Welcome to UltraPlexus Insights. Today we embark on an extraordinary journey through the Renaissance, a period of remarkable cultural and intellectual revival that reshaped Europe from groundbreaking art and literature and laid the foundations for the modern world to revolutionary scientific discoveries and philosophical shifts. Join us as we explore the Renaissance in depth. Let's dive in. Part 1: Origins and Context Narration. The Renaissance, meaning rebirth, began in Italy in the late 14th century, ages to modernity, and spanned across Europe until the 17th century, characterized by a revival of classical learning. It marked the transition from the Middle and wisdom. This period saw the rediscovery of ancient Greek and Roman texts, which influenced art, science, philosophy, and literature. The fall of Constantinople in 1453 played a crucial role as scholars fled to Italy, bringing with them precious manuscripts that reignited intellectual curiosity. Interesting fact: did you know that the Black Death, which devastated Europe in the 14th century, inadvertently set the stage for the Renaissance? The drastic reduction in population led to economic changes and a shift in social structures, creating opportunities for a cultural and intellectual resurgence. Part 2: Key figures of the Renaissance. The Renaissance produced some of history's most influential figures, whose contributions continue to resonate today. Leonardo da Vinci, often hailed as the quintessential Renaissance man, excelled in multiple fields, including painting, science, engineering, and anatomy. His masterpieces, the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper, are renowned for their innovative use of perspective and detail. Michelangelo, another towering figure, left an indelible mark with his sculptures. David and Pietà and his breathtaking frescoes on the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Interesting fact: Leonardo da Vinci's notebook sketches reveal his futuristic ideas, such as designs for a helicopter, a tank, and even a robot knight. These inventions were centuries ahead of their time and showcase his unparalleled imagination and intellect. Part 3: Artistic Advancements. Narration. The Renaissance era witnessed a transformation in art. Artists developed techniques such as linear perspective, chiaroscuro, the use of strong contrasts between light and dark, and realistic anatomical proportions. These advancements resulted in more lifelike and expressive works. The use of oil paints became widespread, allowing for greater detail and richer colors. Iconic works like Raphael's School of Athens exemplify the Renaissance's artistic achievements, depicting ancient philosophers in a harmonious composition that highlights the era's intellectual spirit. Interesting fact: the technique of sfumato, which involves blending colors and tones to create a soft, smoky effect, was perfected by Leonardo da Vinci. This technique is most evident in the enigmatic smile of the Mona Lisa, adding to her mysterious allure. Part 4: Scientific Discoveries. The Renaissance was also a period of groundbreaking scientific discoveries. Figures like Galileo Galilei and Nicholas Copernicus challenged the geocentric view of the universe, proposing instead that the Earth revolves around the Sun. This heliocentric theory revolutionized astronomy and laid the groundwork for modern science. Andreas Vesalius's detailed studies of human anatomy corrected many misconceptions from ancient texts, advancing medical knowledge significantly. Interesting fact: Galileo's improvement of the telescope allowed him to make unprecedented astronomical observations, such as the moons of Jupiter and the phases of Venus. His findings provided crucial evidence for the heliocentric model and challenged the prevailing Ptolemaic system. Part 5: Literary Contributions. Literature thrived during the Renaissance, with writers exploring human nature, emotions, and classical themes. Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy, Geoffrey Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, and William Shakespeare's plays are masterpieces that reflect the richness of Renaissance literature. These works delved into complex characters and themes, from the moral and philosophical to the social and political, influencing the development of Western literature. Interesting fact: William Shakespeare coined numerous phrases and words that are still in use today. Expressions like break the ice, heart of gold, and wild goose chase all originated from his plays, demonstrating his lasting impact on the English language. Part 6: Philosophical Shifts. Narration. The Renaissance saw a shift in philosophical thought towards humanism, which emphasized the potential and value of human beings. Humanists like Erasmus of Rotterdam and Thomas More advocated for education ethics and civic responsibility. Their works, such as Erasmus's In Praise of Folly and Mars Utopia, critique contemporary society and proposed ideals for a better world. This human-centered perspective fostered a spirit of inquiry and skepticism, encouraging people to question traditional authorities and explore new ideas. Interesting fact: Erasmus's In Praise of Folly, a satirical critique of the Catholic Church and European society, was one of the most widely read books of the 16th century. Its wit and critical perspective exemplify the humanist approach to addressing societal issues. Part 7: Architectural Marvels Narration. Renaissance architecture revived classical principles, emphasizing symmetry, proportion, and geometry. Architects like Filippo Brunelleschi and Andrea Palladio drew inspiration from ancient Roman structures to create iconic buildings. Brunelleschi's dome for the Florence Cathedral was a groundbreaking feat of engineering, while Palladio's villas influenced architectural design for centuries. These structures not only showcased technical prowess, but also embodied the harmonious beauty that Renaissance thinkers admired. Interesting fact: Brunelleschi's innovative use of a double shell dome for the Florence Cathedral was unprecedented in its complexity and size. His techniques laid the foundation for modern architectural engineering and inspired countless future architects. Part 8: Impact on Society. The Renaissance had profound social impacts, including the rise of the merchant class, increased literacy, and the spread of ideas through the printing press. Johannes Gutenberg's invention of the movable type printing press around 1440 revolutionized the production of books, making literature and knowledge more accessible. This democratization of information fostered education and intellectual growth, breaking the monopoly of knowledge held by the elite and the church. Interesting fact: Gutenberg's first major printed work, the Gutenberg Bible, was produced in the 1450s. Its high quality and relatively affordable price made it a significant milestone in the history of publishing and contributed to the spread of Renaissance ideas. Part 9: The Spread Across Europe Narration. The Renaissance began in Italy, but soon spread to the rest of Europe, influencing countries like France, Germany, England, and the Low Countries. Each region adapted Renaissance ideas to their own cultural context, enriching the period's diversity. For example, the Northern Renaissance, particularly in Flanders and the Netherlands, emphasized detailed realism and domestic interiors in art, as seen in the works of Jan van Eyck and Albrecht Dürer. The spread of Renaissance humanism also led to educational reforms and the establishment of universities that promoted critical thinking and scientific inquiry. Interesting fact: the English Renaissance saw the flourishing of drama and literature, with figures like William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, and Ben Jonson creating works that remain central to the Western literary canon. The era's cultural achievements were supported by the patronage of figures like Queen Elizabeth I, who fostered an environment of artistic and intellectual growth. Part 10: Legacy of the Renaissance Narration. The Renaissance left a lasting legacy on art, science, literature, and philosophy. Its emphasis on human potential and creativity continues to inspire and influence modern society. The period's advancements laid the groundwork for the scientific revolution and the Enlightenment, driving progress in various fields. Today, the spirit of the Renaissance can be seen in the ongoing pursuit of knowledge, artistic expression, and innovation that shapes our world. Interesting fact: the concept of the Renaissance man, someone skilled in multiple disciplines, originated from this period. Leonardo da Vinci epitomized this ideal, excelling in art, science, engineering, anatomy, and more. This interdisciplinary approach continues to be valued in contemporary education and professional development. Conclusion: the Renaissance was a period of remarkable cultural and intellectual growth that transformed Europe and the world. Its impact on art, science, literature, and philosophy is still felt today, reminding us of the enduring power of human creativity and innovation. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insightful explorations. Thank you for watching UltraPlexus Insights.